you all, and welcome to No Coaches, No Boxing, the podcast. Here we are. I saw already that some of you were in line. Let me see if I have you in. You can, of course, drop a hi in the chat. And of course, if you are not subscribed for messaging tonight, you need to subscribe. So here we go. Hi to you all from my side. Let's see. And boom, and we start. Okay, I receive also a notification from myself that I am live. Thank you, YouTube. Yes. Okay, tonight we have a lot of things to discuss. Let's wait just a couple of minutes. So, hi Seppia, always there, big Seppione. And so we can discuss all the full event. But for the full event, of course, I mean the main card, and I'm talking about 4 fights, very interesting fights with good boxers. And then the last, of course, we have the main event of the Netflix boxing between Jake Paul and Joshua and Anthony Joshua. Now, let me see if we have some of us coming, some coaches or some boxing fan coming to listen to this analysis. We have a lot of things, a lot of details. I noticed, I watch all the fights. I watch myself and I did some analysis. I have some notes also for you. I have many informations about the fighters. As I will tell you now, we had Jamal Harvey with Kervin Cervantes, the very lightweight. Then they fought a featherweight, and Jamal, I will tell you also very in a minute where I saw him first fighting. Then we had Anderson Silva against Tyron Woodley. This was the straight away after Jamal. Then we had the co-main event of the evening, and was a women boxing one, and we had in fact Alicia Baumgardner against Leila Bedouin from Canada. This was a very interesting fight. They did 12 rounds, also 12 rounds. And I will go, of course, into the details very soon, one by one. And then after, of course, after Alicia Baumgardner from USA, we had Jake Paul against our Anthony Joshua. And that was a very interesting fight. Now I have our special guest here who is asking, one second, for attentions. Here is the attention seekers. Hello, how power? Yes, Bacetti. Hi, say hi to all our subscribers. He's Artu. Look how he's nice on camera. All right, coaches, come on. I'm giving you some time to come because I don't want you to miss any good informations. Come on, drop a hi on the comment. Let me see. Let me know that you are here. If you are not subscribed, subscribe right now. Otherwise, you cannot send messages in the chat. Come on, so no time to waste, and let's go. Bam. We are boxing here. Bam, bam. Huh? Arturino. All right, come on. Here, the attention seeker, of course, is trying to take the lead of the hi Chris, the lead of the live session. Attention seeker now. Now we have all our subscribers and they want to hear about boxing, unless you want to fight. Okay. Come on. Let's wait another. So, in the meantime, for those that are already here, do you let me interact with you? Did you have any let's say opportunity to watch these fights that we are going to analyze tonight, with some, of course, insights from the chairman? Let me know if you had this opportunity, you already saw them, you have an idea, so we can break it down together. You can also give some insight from you, of course, coaches, and we discuss it. And I have, for the end of the live, after reviewing all the four fights with you all tonight, I will have, of course, my last remarks, which are the most important for me. Now, our attention seeker needs to move. Let's see. Come on. Go, 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 guys. Let's make it interactive. Work with me. Write down something in the comment. Give me something. And then I will give you a lot of information, because literally I prepared a lot for tonight. Come on, come on. Chat rate, 4 views. Here we go. Come on. Now, let's start. The first fight that I want to discuss tonight. Let me fix the microphone while we're going. No problem, because I have many movements tonight. You see, we're coming back with no coaches, no boxing. I was missing it. Now, we had Jamal Harvey again, Kevin Cervantes. Now, Jamal had already one fight before this, and Kevin was 5-0. Now, let's focus a bit on Jamal. Jamal Harvey. Who is Jamal Harvey? Jamal Harvey is not a new name at all. I saw now Jamal as now is 23 years old, and I saw him fighting live in Serbia 2021, when we were still while pandemic and moving. You can remember, guys, how it was so difficult, so tough. It was really, really painful in many ways. And Jamal is from USA, and in Serbia during the IBA World Championships, he was representing, of course, the United States of America. And together with other 3 colleagues, he made to the finals. In 2021, USA had 4 finals, and they had 2 gold. One of those gold was, of course, our Jamal. So we are talking about a world champion now taking on professional boxing. He was, I guess, around 19 years old, or 19 years old when we had this already. So this tells you what kind of talent this kid has, because winning the world championship at so young, this tells you everything. And when he did win, sorry, all the situation of IBA was still with all the federations. So it was a very tough and real world championships. No shortcuts, no lack of opponents, no lack of nations. Everyone was there. So said that, now he's doing, he did last night his second professional fight, and against a tough opponent, very tough opponent. They did 5 rounds. If I'm not mistaken, in the second round, he had a knockdown, which, to be honest, it might have been a true knockdown. The referee counted as a knockdown, but by the rules was absolutely correct, because it was a hit. Kevin did sleep or fell anyway, so he went down, and so that was a knockout, a knockdown. And let's say this fight was absolutely one way. Jamal, it was only him, no stop, ba-bam, 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 ba-bam. He tried also, he said it at the end, he tried to find, the knockout, but he couldn't, because Kevin Cervantes was a very tough opponent, very tough. And we can see that a very interesting showcase of technical abilities from Jamal. Very good. He showed a lot of things. Also, what I truly did like when he was on short distance, if you go and check the fight, how he was there, present, and really in control, waiting for anything, and just like he was in the Matrix. So mark my words and go and check this fight, Jamal Harvey, and look when he's on the short distance, the presence of his body, where his eyes are, and how he is controlling all the movements without showing any kind of preoccupation, like he's literally seeing so slow every movement from his opponent. Incredible. That, I think, is something that is the skill that impressed me the most, because if you did fight in any kind of style, you know what it means when you are there, short distance, anything can happen, and you are always there, you're paying attention, you are, but literally, you need to see this. Go and check it yourself, analyze it, and see when he is closer in the short distance. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Now, of course, all the rounds, this was scheduled, this fight was scheduled for 6 rounds, and was pretty simple for Jamal, really simple. And we had 60-53, 60-53, 60-53. So no doubt. Also, of course, they took off a point for the count in the second round. So very look, don't let me explain it better. Very easy for Jamal, but not not because the opponent was simple. The opponent was very tough, because Jamal thrown everything. All his repertoire was there, and no stop. He didn't stop. Ba ba bam, ba ba bam, ba ba bam. Very high rhythm. Kevin Cervantes, he is a very, very tough opponent, tough boxer. So was the fact that I say was easy for Jamal Harvey is because his level was on into another level. But still, his opponent showed up with super toughness, was unbeaten. I mean, was 5-0 until that. And he had to accept that it was no way he could do or even win one round. Was impossible. So, and I gave you also the official results. So it was unanimous decision, of course. And now. So you tell me now, if you had the opportunity, as I asked you before, to see this fight. So tell me, what do you think? What was the most impressive moments? Let's say moments, because it was a lot of moments, not just one. What do you think? What do you think? How was it? And did you like it? What really made it remarkable to you? Come on. Let's work together. Drop in the comment. Come on. It's time to write in the comments. Come on, coaches, boxers. Let me see. Let's work. Also, you can share with any friends that you have that we are live right now, so we don't waste the opportunity to share all these news, informations, and remarkable, of course, analyses from my side. I didn't see the match yet. Sepia. So you need to see. Now you will. I'm sure you are taking notes about what I'm explaining, so you can later You can go and check and see if I was wrong or maybe I was right. Yes. And now let me see for two. We have here Crimatic. Crimatic. I'm pretty sure you might have seen this fight. So let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. And guys, you know that you can literally share the live the live link, of course, to anybody. Share it everywhere, so we give the opportunity to our friends to listen to what I have to say and my explanation, my analysis from a very professional point of view. It's not every day that we do this, so we started also. So let's not waste this opportunity. Come on, come on, come on. Crimatic, are you alive? Write in the chat. Come on. Tell me your opinion about this fight that we just mentioned, and then soon I will move into Silva against Woodley. There is a lot of information also there. Come on, coaches. Let's see. Hi. I'll be watching later. Only Anderson Silva and AJ till now. You are typing right now. I see now. Cool. Now I see that we have someone else now joined, and welcome to you all once again to No Coaches, No Boxing Live. We are discussing tonight the latest events happened on Netflix days ago, the 22nd. What was the 22nd? I guess yes, the 22nd. That was no. I don't remember if it was yesterday or 2 days ago. Anyway, and was a very interesting event. We had some good fights, and tonight we are discussing the main card with Jamal Harvey against Kevin Cervantes. Then we have Anderson Silva against Tyron Woodley. Then for a World Championships, women, we have Alicia Baumgartner with against Leila Bedouin from Canada. And then, of course, the main event was, and we know, Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua. I want to remember you once again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, you cannot type messages, comments, sorry, in our chat, but just click there, subscribe, and then YouTube will give you the opportunity straight away to chat with us. As you know, if you follow me, I always want to discuss with you all. It's not just a one-man band show. I want to, deliver it together, and we can build it together, and let's see where we can go. So, first of all, once again, if you are here, drop a hi in the comment. Hello. I know this guy once again. Martino. Good evening, Martino. So come on, guys. See, we have more. Just drop hi in the comments, and then we continue, because the next fight now, we have Anderson Silva against Tyron Woodley. And this is an interesting fight, because both of them are not boxers, but they are UFC superstars / legends. Anderson Silva, you might heard of him like Henderson Spider Silva. He's a legend in UFC. Tyron Woodley, also, they are both UFC champions, world champions. And their records, their boxing, they are, of course, they're taking some boxing fights. They are both pretty advanced in age. Anderson Silva is now 50 years old, and I think Tyron is 40, 42, something like this. I don't remember. I'm not very sure about it. So this fight was scheduled for 6 rounds. And very important information is that Tyron Woodley accepted the fight with a very, very late notice because apparently they couldn't find anybody to step into the ring with Silva. I said at the beginning that this was a very interesting fight for many reasons. Now we know that we are not liking somehow the way boxing is moving in some areas with some, let's say, people that are trying to step into the sport. But in this case, I would like to tell you something. First of all, Silva had a record of 3-2, 3 wins, 2 losses in boxing. And remember, and he's from Brazil. And Woodley has now 0-3 because he was 0-2, and he lost also this. He already lost 2 fights against Jake Paul. Also, Anderson Silva lost against Jake Paul. Now, why is interesting? Is interesting because in this case now we have 2 UFC former champions slash legends that are taking to each other into boxing. So in this case, there is no excuses, no but this or that is not. No, they are coming from the same experience, the same environment. So they challenged each other in the sport of boxing with the boxing rules. And it's interesting because there is no unfair advantage in any ways, because both they are world champions from UFC, so they are used to do wrestling, to use, to expect coming punches or kicks or knees or elbows, many things. So their spectrum of the attention is way wider than when you focus only on the punches. Okay, and this is important for a little detail that I will give you very soon. Now, considering that, so no unfair advantage, was pretty interesting to see them both trying to cope with only the boxing, with the shoes, so all the things that are related to boxing, which are completely different from the UFC, so the MMA. In the first round, Woodley did a good job. He showed a very good jab. He was also trying to go inside with a jab to the body. He tried to do some job, and Silva was really checking, trying to understand, taking the distance, thinking way more. Let's think. At the end of the round, he just moved a bit, but nothing very interesting. But was clear that he was up to something. And in fact, in the second round, if I'm not mistaken, after at the 1 minute and 33 seconds of round 2, he stopped Tyron, knock him down directly. But what is the interesting detail that I promise you, and is interesting because the first detail is that both of them, listen to this, are UFC former champions. Same experience, same environment, same attention, same habits, used to this and that, same level. Nothing less, nothing more, no unfair advantages. If you go and watch the fight You will see before Anderson knocked down Tyron. This is very. I didn't hear anybody say about it. I did notice because, of course, you know that my experience is not only in boxing as a fighter, but also in K1, in French box, which is a Savat, in kickboxing, and in karate. So I recognize Anderson raising, he is a southpaw, doing a feint with his knee, so raising the knee, and that's a feint that most normally you do to make move the guard, because the opponent might expect either for a kick or for a you know a punch, jumping, following with other kicks or elbows or whatever. He did that, which coaches, I am not very sure, and I'm saying with this note like this to have a bit of a fun, I am not very sure that that is possible and allowed in our sport of boxing. But in that case, it's okay. Both of them are on the same page, so it's not that you are doing something that for a boxer might be really something completely distracting, because and that never is not something allowed. So that's why maybe nobody or either noticed or decided to discuss. But I saw it, and as a specialist in many martial arts, I saw it, and that anyway led to the combination that knockout Tyron. So something to think, food for thoughts, as we like to say. So you go there. I challenge you to go there after we finish with the live, and you will see round two. You don't have even to dig too much. 1 minute 33 seconds in of the second round. Check. Anderson Silva is a southpaw, and he just did with this knee feint, and then boom, went in. So check the reaction after the knee feint of the hands of Tyron, and also the face expression, whatever it's happening there. You will notice that something that nobody is talking about happened right there, and I think it's pretty important to mention, because surely that made the difference. All right, and this was Tyron Woodley against Anderson Silva. Spider, two UFC fighters. And now, so we have 4-2, the record with this win for Anderson Silva, and 0-3, unfortunately, for Tyron Woodley. Now, Tyron Woodley also, we need to take the hat off, because nobody wanted to step in and fight Anderson, and he really had the call. Like, I'm not sure I heard it right, but some days, very short notice, and he did accept, and he stepped into the ring, and he said he was in shape, and he's continuing, but he asked also at the end, he said, I would like also to have a fair opportunity, to have a fair, an opponent, and the proper time to prepare for this opponent, and then taking on the challenge without any unfair disadvantage, like it was in this. He didn't complain, of course. He just said, I would like, also to have the opportunity maybe to challenge myself with a proper training camp, knowing who I am about to fight, so study this opponent, and then bam, taking over. And I think it makes absolutely sense, and we all wish to Tyron Woodley to have this opportunity, because I would really like and love, let's say, to see what Tyron has to offer in boxing, because I think he wants to do it, and he might do something. He might adjust. His start wasn't that super. He has 3 losses, 2 with Jake Paul. So, but he's still a legend in UFC, and I'm sure that if he has a proper goal, knowing who he will face, he might have the opportunity, to train properly and turn upside down this path that he started in boxing. I'm sure about it. A champion is a champion. Sometimes when we take on something new, it's not written that will be great as was in where we are professional and used to at the highest level. But this also doesn't mean that will not be the opportunity to overturn it, because if you made to as a champion in one thing, is then you want to take over in something else, it's just a matter of time, it's just a matter of work, it's just a matter of understanding. And then, of course, the moment, if you don't give up, if you really want it, then this will happen. All right, so now, Crimatic, you said that you saw the fight between Silva and Woodley. So now I'm calling you out. Speak with me. Come on, tell me, what do you think after listening to my technical analysis? Come on, let me hear it from you. Write in the message. Let's lead and show to all our subscribers to not to be shy. Let's go. Come on, drop me something there. Thank you for the love. I see the hearts. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I also remind you that you can use from the chat, you can donate for the channel. There is a super thanks if you want to support. Of course, everything will always be free, but your support is always way appreciated. You can try there, bam, super thanks, and you do whatever you want to keep the sponsors away from the channel, because otherwise, they soon will try to take over. All right, come on, Crimatic. Let me see. I'm waiting now live for your chat message. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Sepia. Happy that you are finding these informations pretty helpful. But now, oh, here we go. So now we have Crimatic interacting with the podcast directly from the comments. He's saying, you are right. In my opinion, too, Anderson was studying him during the first round. I do think when he did that feint, it messed up Woodley. Now, it's not that I think it messed up. I think it took Woodley into another arena. Okay, that's what I think. It's pretty clear to me that he could maybe this is a maybe. So I would love to have a chat with Tyron Woodley, marking that moment from a martial artist also to a martial artist. And I also took on boxing after as a pro, as he did. And so this would be a very interesting talk, because it might be that feint, which I want to say again, I'm not sure this is, let's say, possible, allowed, okay, to do. I really need to go in, because this never happened. But I think he just took him mentally into the different habits, and this could have a bit, raise the alert on something else. And then, of course, Silva, that created this, but I still need to really dig if this is allowed or not, because as a coach and also teacher of the rules, I don't think that this is very possible. But we will see. We will see. We will see. All right. So now let me see. I want to share with you all while we wait a moment. I will share with you guys in the comments the latest 2 episodes of my channel. You cannot miss this. I will now pin it on top. Bam. So you see, this is the latest one. Super, super interesting. Motivation vs discipline. And this, trust me, this is a super, super episode where I break down how to kill the motivation, understanding that the motivation is not taking us anywhere. Only the discipline is the way to go. And in this amazing video, I'm explaining that, and you see, see, finally, climatic scene. It is good. Oh, thank you. Only that. Come on, say more. If you saw it, you can also witness and maybe intrigue our subscribers to go straight away after this live and bam, waste no time and watch it all in once. Motivation vs discipline, not to be missed. Absolutely not to be missed. Come on, Chris, say something about this. What do you think? I see. Okay, it was good for you. Thank you. Thank you, Sepia. Come on, Chris, I want to hear more from you. Thank you for the love, guys. I see the hearts. Truly appreciate. Come on, because then I want to move into the next fight. Let me hear from you. Come on, Chris. Give some insights. Come on. For the video to our subscribers, so they will be super interested to go and watch it straight away. He is thinking of what to say to not reveal too much. All right, coaches. So, knowing my friend Chris, so I will move forward because now he will think a lot and he will say nothing. So, so that's what's going on. But it's not the problem. Okay, so let's move. Let's move into the next fight. The next fight is Alicia Baumgardner against Leila Bedouin. 12 rounds. Now, what is interesting about this fight? What is interesting that they fought 12 rounds and 3 minutes, exactly as the men. This was the first time for Alicia fighting this, and she said at the end that she was happy about it. But anyway, let's go into the fight. This fight also was a one-way show to go from Alicia Baumgardner. She did an amazing fight. She truly, I think she lost, I would say, only one round at the end of the fight. Okay. And I will be there very soon. The first round, and they gave to the opponent, and to be honest, I agree, because she was pretty, like, a bit checking a couple of things, but she was very calm. She was in control. She was the defending champion, and she truly arrived and entered with the right motivation, determination, focus, all the skills everything. She really showcased a lot of skills, repertoire as incredible. Really was incredible. The first round was pretty calm. Then from the second round, she started working pretty tough. This also the titles that were in this fight, in these 12 trees, we had the WBA super featherweight, the IBF super featherweight, and the WBO super featherweight. So three belts on the line for these two super warriors. Now, Benoit, Bedouin, sorry, Leila Bedouin, wow, very tough, very tough. Now, she came in with a 13-1 record with 12 KO, no, for 2 KOs, sorry. So she almost only lost once before facing Alicia for this huge opportunity of take over all the belts. Alicia on the other side, she had 16-1 with 7 KOs. Now, from the second round, Alicia took over. So literally, it was only her, ba-bam, ba-bam, from different angles, from different things. She worked a lot with the jab, many jabs, bam, bam, bam. And then also, she started putting some interesting uppercut to the head. Very interesting. You need to see from the short distance. That was really nice, nearly surgical. She is very clean. She has a very clean technique. So very a technical fighter with that, one of those fighters that you enjoy because you see the mastery of the skills, and that's really enjoyable to see for boxing because you see the pivot, you see you see the blocks, you see the making miss and then making pay. You see many things when it's like this, but the opponent didn't give up, and trust me, at some point after the seventh round, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, the knockdown, because we had a knockdown in the seventh, but I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. And she had a nice knockdown, boom, with a I think was a right hook, landed perfectly. But then she came back, but she was frustrated, and I'm talking about Leila Bedouin, for many rounds because she couldn't do nothing, but she didn't give up. She didn't give up, and also she had some moments, I think, between the 10th and the 12th. She had some moments, and let me see if I remember correctly because I don't have it here in my notes, but Alicia lost, I think, the 11th round. I totally agree. Because there, what she did, she tried a bit to do more like head to head. She, let's say, uncovered herself a bit, and she received some vicious punches there. Not that she was preoccupied, but she opened a bit more. She gave the opportunity to the opponent, who did not stop and who did not give up. So in that moment, could also the fight have been turned upside down, because we know boxing is always one punch away from something that can be a huge confirmation or a huge upsetting. So, all these things can happen all the time. So that's why, in fact, in that round, I was saying, what are you doing? Come on, don't take risks now, because now the fight is in your hands. You did everything. Also get some punch that maybe you are also tired, because the round 11 and round 12, there you need to be careful. Okay. But two warriors, very good fight, legit fight, solid fight, really enjoyable. and two very nice boxers. And I think we should give some cheering for these two boxers. Yes, as they deserve. Alicia Baumgardner and Leila Baudouin. Baudouin. Yes, 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 yes. They deserve it. They deserve it. That's cool. All right, all right, all right. And the official scoring was 118, 109, 117, 110, 117, 110 for a unanimous decision. Unanimous decision, of course, in favor of Alicia Baumgardner, who retained all the three titles, and we said the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. Bam! Well done, Alicia. Big thumbs up. All right, now let me see here what we have in the chat. Basically, he's saying you will learn how discipline drives you to what you need to do and not emotion. All right, so let's see. Come on. Motivation vs discipline. My latest video, you can see on top of the comments, I pinned it, the link to join to watch straight away after, as this is, bam, a solid video not to be missed. All right, so how you doing, guys? Come on, let me know if you're still there, if you have power, because we have now the the last fight to discuss, which is our main event: Anthony Joshua vs Jake Paul in the heavyweight category. Come on, let me know if you're still alive. You know that when you step into a live, we have a lot. I don't give up. I don't break. I am solid and I continue until we have things to say. Now we have last fight to analyze, and then we can, of course, tonight call it a day, as I would say. Let me read you. Okay, come on, come on. First of all, coaches and friends, write down in the comment that you still here. Drop me a hi. And for those that are just joining right now, I want to remind you that if you want to drop a comment in the chat, you need to subscribe, because the YouTube will not let you write down if you're not subscribed. So straight away, click there, bam, subscribe to the channel, and then automatically you will be capable to write in the comments. Bam, come on, come on, come on, come on. I see that we have someone new just joined. We are at the end of our live, but at the end, meaning that at the last and hotter part, because we are about to discuss the last fight of the event, happened on Netflix days ago. So once again, come on, guys, give me some energy there. Remember, we work together. Drop me a hi on the chat so I see that you're still here. I see that you're here, but I need you. I need you focused, because now is the moment we were looking for. Let's not just waste it. I want your attention. Show me that you are here, focused, bam, ready to fight and listen to the analysis of Jake Paul vs Anthony Joshua directly from myself, the chairman of the boxing coaches, European and the world. Here we go. Come on. Drop me again. You did a good job tonight, coaches and friends discussing in the chat. Come on, show me something more. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Hi, very good. Let me see. I have coaches here. Let me invite all coaches that are not here yet. Okay. I see only Sepia. Come on, Crymati. Come on, Martino, and whoever is here with us. Drop something, and then I will continue for you all to discuss our main event. Bam! Anthony Joshua vs. Jake Paul. All right, now let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, what is very important to discuss about it? We all know in the boxing world that when we hear about Jake Paul, everyone is not very happy. But I want to give a different kind of analysis, because if we just stop to the fact that we don't like this, because of that, he didn't do that, but he did that, blah, 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 then we are not going anywhere. So let's make a professional analysis of this boxer, Jake Paul, and why we are at this point. Now, who is Jake Paul? First of all, we know that he's a huge YouTuber, entertainer, entrepreneur for sure, and we cannot take this from him in any ways, because him and his brother, in what they do, they are giants. Okay, they are mogul, and we cannot absolutely take this from them. So this is who they are. Now, knowing this, one second, we should consider they are young. Let's just now mention only Jake. He is young. He's training in boxing like the last 3 or 5 years, something like that. And he is millionaire, so he can access all the best coaches in the world, the best facilities, the best equipment, the best entourage, which means strength and conditioning coaches, nutritionists, psychologists, any kind of therapy, nothing has a price for him, because the financial power denies nothing to him. He can do whatever he wants, and that's the difference. Now, he's super young, he's capable physically to do sports, and he can have all the best in the world, things that we as boxers, we only dream when we are at the level where he is, the beginning. Okay, we can only dream, only just seeing the gloves or the shoes or the outfit is already something that for a normal professional boxer is a lot of sweat to reach, to gain. It's very difficult. So we need to seriously just do an analysis. This kid is millionaire. He can access all the best training and whatever in the world, so he can be prepared at the highest level, like anybody, like any world champion. Okay, he can access to that. This doesn't make him a world champion. Don't make me wrong. So just listen carefully to this straightforward analysis. So, said that, we're not talking about someone that just, okay, he's playing. Then there is the rumors, fake fights, all these things. Okay, we all know this, but we cannot deny the fact that he is surely training 4 or 5 hours a day with the highest coaches and facilities and equipment and therapies and whatever, non-stop, because he's young, he's millionaire, he likes the sport, he wants to do it, and of course he wants to do it well. Like, before we go and we fall into the trap of the marketing, because as I said, what he is, him and his brother, they are like genius in this. And what they want the people to keep talking, because we know that the haters, they speak more than the lovers. All right, we know that. So their tactic also is that to create, to work on the psychological aspects and the psychological reactions. And in marketing, these hating reactions are way more profitable than the love. I don't like this, but unfortunately, this is the world we live in. Now, said that, they act and created the way this character. So he created this character of this Jake Paul character, which is created exactly for marketing. The way he speaks, the way he moves, the way he acts, behaves. And if you see, he's kinda taking this and this and this from many champions. Okay. And what the boxing world didn't like, to be honest, until now, is that he maybe mocks with this, behavior. This is one of the reasons I think that main, but also this is provoked. He wants this. So that's why I say we need to analyze it like as a pure analysis. These are the facts, and we cannot change these facts because facts are facts. So, said that, he wanted to enter boxing in a certain way. Now, maybe I say maybe because I never spoke with Jake Paul and I don't know him personally. Maybe it might be that the guy has truly heart and he wants to do something for the sport. Anyway, he already did a lot of things, because many fighters got super purses and they had great opportunities. Now he created also a promotion which is this MVP, and they are doing a lot also for women boxing. So he's doing a lot of things. So I think that the charade, which is this character, this marketing character he created, and he created like successfully, because he's successfully doing the job they creating for. Okay, making millions. They are smart. Now, I don't want to talk about the other fights, that because we all know the rumors and blah blah blah. So, but it's useless. It's important to understand that this guy, anyway, with all the millions that he has access and he's doing the training. So it's not that he's not a boxer, because any of our student that is playing boxing 5 years at at how he does it, like 4 or 5 hours a day with all the best in the best, and focusing only in that, because he has the financial capabilities not to stress about anything else. Anyone can do good. Of course, he skipped all the lines to do this fight and blah blah blah. He turned it into a business. He turned into a very high profitable business. This is what he wanted. Okay. So, of course, not a normal, let's say, path for him to reach the spot, to have this or to have that, or even to think he was in the ring with Tyson. I mean, these are privilege. It's a privilege to be in the ring with Tyson, Mike Tyson. And now he had the privilege also to share the ring with Joshua. Now, Anthony Joshua did come to end this fight. He didn't come just to play. And we need to remember that Anthony was supposed to fight someone else, but then this fight just slept. And then, nothing. And he received a call. So he received a call. They proposed this. And they say, okay, let's talk about it. And then they decide, of course, to go for it. Lot of money. I think it's reported it was like 92 millions each. So see, how can we say that this marketing thing is not working? 92 millions. It's incredible. And this is good for Anthony Joshua, of course, because he had this opportunity to have this big payday, as Canelo would say, payday, payday. Big Canelo. We'll never forget the first time Canelo really showed to everybody that he can speak English, and it was amazing. You are a horrible fighter. All right, so get back to Joshua and Jake. Now, the Jake Paul entered the ring with Joshua with a record of 12-1, one loss against Tommy Fury, and he also had 7 KOs. Then we have on the other side our Anthony Joshua, 28 wins, 4 losses, 25 KOs. I repeat, 28 wins, 25 KOs. So only 3 of the fights he won ended with the points. And if I'm not mistaken, one of those was the rematch against Ruiz in Saudi Arabia. There he was very, he had to come back and avenge himself. And there he was very careful, very technical, very focused on the job. He didn't got involved in anything. That was the fight plan. He kept the fight plan for the 12 rounds, and he took home back his unified heavyweight title. Now, in this case, we know that Anthony came from a very bad loss against Dubois. That fight against Dubois, that was a proper heavyweight championship of the world fight, because also Joshua was almost about to knock down Dubois. In fact, he was there with the right hand, and when he doubled that right hand, that was literally almost seeing like Dubois was going to go down, but he found him with that uppercut in the same moment where Anthony was a bit open because he was doubling that big right hand. And and that's the beauty of heavyweight boxing. One punch of that thing, can truly say lights off. It's unbelievable. And so he had 15 months out of the ring. He was preparing. He started also working with Tim Usyk, which is very interesting information. And also, it tells a lot about the humility of Anthony Joshua. He lost twice with Usyk. They share 24 rounds together, and he understood, okay, he beat me, so I want to go and work with this team. This is incredible. I love this. When you okay, I see that you did beat me. Now I will work with you to see how I can improve, because if you find a way to beat me, now I want to find a way to improve myself with using the tools that you did. So that's amazing. That's where boxing is incredibly amazing. That I can't find any other different word. One moment before I go, we are annoyed, borderline jealous. Yes, Kenuna, exactly, borderline jealous that he has the ability to leap over the pathway that our boxers take to be where he is. His wealth and privilege has given him access to the boxer dream. Yes, this we all agree. And but as I was saying before, analyzing it without the jealousy that we are, of course, entitled to have for many reasons, but that's how it is. It's not that he's not doing the job. He's doing the training 100%. He's kicking, himself big time with no stop. And now he paid big time, and we're going to get there. He's because he did pay now a big price, but he made into a business. And surely many boxers are now benefiting of the presence of himself in this let's say path of boxing. Tommy Fury, he got, we know where his position in the ranking, in the level, in the possibilities, but he had a truly huge and once in a life opportunity to make the money he did make, and also to fight in certain way, let's say um, certain stages so 1 second, and because um, I want all of you guys to comment live in YouTube, so we all can work together. So as I was saying, and we know but Tommy Fury, of course, is one of them. Also Woodley, he did the first two fights in boxing coming from UFC, and he did a lot of money. Now we need to focus also where it's really for the women boxing is doing a lot. So we need to be careful where it's very right that annoyed, borderline jealous. That's the point. That's the point. Because we see, as I mentioned before, also just looking for us when you are on the build up, the shoes are already a dream. Wearing a Grant, I don't know. I mean, I know how much custom made Grant cost because I was ordering for my last fight, the WBU International super middleweight championship fight that I had in 10 rounds. And it cost like around 1,600 something custom made Grant, which in these fights are nothing because they're millionaires fight. So, but for when you are in the build up, you see all those shiny gloves, the shiny shoes, shiny shorts, all the things. So those are all things that they cost a lot of money. So of course, the borderline jealousy is absolutely understandable, but we need also to be fair and trying to understand what he's hiding behind this character. So what is the real goal? And I think I want to be positive. I think that the real goal is to do good for many people, because many people already, I said, did receive huge benefits from being there, and from what he did. Now, said that, let's go into the fight. Now, we had the fight was scheduled for 8 rounds of 3 minutes each. Everyone, of course, was just uh, um, thinking the same thing. Anthony, if you don't knock him down, we're coming. You will have a line of people ready to shoot you. And I'm sure Anthony had this, but he wasn't worried at all, not even a second. And I can tell you this because I did study Anthony Joshua for a for an examination in psychology, where I was studying, and from all now my students, that's where also I wrote the body messages, how to understand the body messages, my book, The Psychological Management of the Boxer, that you can find of gabrielemartelli.com. Now, said that, what you see, I studied when he was fighting Klitschko, and then when he did lose the first time with Ruiz. So I went second by second before the entrance, then the entrance, each round, every kind of eyes movement. So I truly got to know, of course, and learn about Anthony Joshua. And I can tell you that in this fight, he wasn't worried, not even a second far away. He knew what he wanted to do. He knew, because, and you can see in the first rounds, he started, just there, standing tall, doing some movement with the jabs, and Jake was just trying to stay as far as possible. That was his plan. Because also, as I told you, that I know very well also Anthony psychologically, because I studied the fights for examinations, and I can tell you that on the other side, I saw the eyes of someone, talking about Jake Paul, that knew very well the danger he put himself in, because being in the ring with Anthony Joshua, the guy who with one straight punch only knocked down big time in a devastating way Francis Ngannou. I mean, if you are not worried, then you are stupid. I always say, and for my students that know my teaching about psychology, fear, I always said also myself as a fighter, I always was scared. I always had fear. The fear can be many kind of fears in that specific event. But then it's not the fear that makes you a coward. Because if you have fear, but you are still entering in the ring, then you are brave, because there is no braveness if there is no fear. So the actual explanation of braveness is fighting your fear, doing what you are scared of, no matter what, because you are brave. So you are doing anyway. You are not stopping because you have it. That's the point. Now, so I saw in the eyes that he knew where he was, and he tried to stay away. Also, what I have to say, that he's still playing entertainment, because also he was showing the tongue sometimes when he got punched big time. He tried, because, and I want to tell you also something, because if we stay on the jealousy, we don't understand the things. When a psychological reaction of specific situations, like when you are in danger and you are scared, to fight this, one is what he did. He was scared. When he started doing like this, just to show, no, it's nothing. That's a psychological reaction to cover the fact that you are scared, but you want to carry on. All right? It's important that we analyze these situations properly, and we don't just let our emotions cover the analysis, our report. Okay, it's very important. Think about it. Now, then, Anthony decided to start fighting. And he could knock him down, yes, in the first round. We all know he didn't. And he started breaking. And also think, what Anthony wanted to do is what I think everyone wanted to do: break him, to show this is not a farce. I am Anthony Joshua. You called me out. Now I will make you pay. I would have done the same thing. You call me out, I will show you what means being in the ring with me. And you will not get it so easy with one punch in the first round. You go down, and it's closed. Nah, I will make you regret and remember how terrified is being in the ring with me. And this is what Anthony did in those 6 rounds until he said, stop, bam, and he finished. He started with those, if you see those jabs to the body, those were the, dismantling brick by brick, boom. And you see that he was going back, he was taking step backward after those heavy jabs to the body. And it's not that Anthony couldn't land on the face. That was on purpose because we all know how he's demolishing. No, not the same. The how is devastating when you get brick by brick broken into the body, because we know that the body is really, when the body gets destroyed, you can't breathe. And then there is a problem, because if you never fought and you never got punched, then you don't understand. But if you do, you know what it means. Pam! When you get it there and you see that you can't breathe, you try to breathe, but then when you can't breathe, you start panicking. And then all these things are happening inside you, and you have an opponent that wants to kill you, and you need to find a way, to survive. But not only survive, because you didn't enter there to survive, you entered there to win. So, it's a very complicated situation, very complicated. And then he bam, bam, until then 6 round. Also, I think he knocked him down 3 times. And here we need to be fair, because Jake got knocked down 3 times, heavy punches, and he did came back. He could stay down, but he said, I want more. That's something that we should also say how it is. He got knocked down 3 times from Anthony Joshua, and he did continue. He didn't retire. Okay. Until then, Anthony said, okay, now I close. And boom. That devastating straight right hand wasn't with the full power of Anthony, because if it was with the full power of Anthony, you just see the eyes of Jake. They were open all the time. They were open all the time. So meaning that he didn't lose consciousness, not even a second. He got just broken jaw because was destroying. But still, we have to say that he has a good. I mean, now he has a broken jaw, but he did receive 3 knockdown, and he's still coming up. So for sure, he showed toughness. We need to give it to him. I know that we all are. We are close. Our eyes are closed. Are blinded because we are, yes, as Kenuna said. We are borderline jealous. But I wanted to give you just a very straight and fair analysis, as it should be from myself, the chairman of the world and the Europe of all of you coaches. So, and I know that many might be, not agree, because there is this jealousy, of course, is screaming, and I understand, because I feel it too. I mean, I did many fights in many sports, and I didn't have all this money, and I won world championship, European championship, but I still didn't receive all these things. So of course, you see that, come on. But we need to be professional and analyze and give the things. Okay, this is this is that. That's it. That's how we do. And so then Anthony did the job, closed the fight at the 6th round. And let me see if I remember, if I have it in my notes, at what minute. Pretty, I think. Yes, and 1 minute and 31 seconds of round 6, we had, boom, the finish. And that's how also finished the full event. And now I gave you, my coaches, all the explanation and analysis of the 4 fights in the main card that I watched on Netflix a couple of days ago. I hope, as always, that I gave you something to think. I gave you some details to go and look. But what I would like to that you take notes about all the details I gave you. Those are nuggets, because then you take this nugget and then you go and watch the fight with this in your mind and you try to find it. That would be amazing. You try to find that moment, the moments that I describe, and say, and then you will see something. That's really interesting. I would love you to do it. And then I would also love that you come back with your own, thoughts and say, coach, I saw this, I saw that. You were right. Or also you might say, I also noticed this and this and this and this. This all which was a mind blower. Bam! That's it. And then you might notice something more. Incredible. Incredible. Literally, if you open your mind, you can do so much. All right, coaches. I think for tonight, and to be honest, let me give you a round of applause to you all, because you have been till here. Bravo, very good. You've been till here, till the end, supporting the channel, listening to all my explanation. Wow. Very good. Thank you very much for your support, which I appreciate a lot. Said that, before I close, you can see at the top pinned comment, you have the link of my latest video, Motivation vs Discipline. Take this link, copy, and then watch this video, because it's incredible. I loved it while doing it, and it's really incredible. Will open and clarify many, many doubts, or also some certainties that we gave for granted. But then you will see that, now everything is, again, to rebuild, to re-understand, to review in a different way with a different angle. Okay, so you have it there. The pinned comment is the link of my latest video, Motivation vs Discipline. Do not miss it. All right, coaches. Thank you very much once again. And I want to leave you. Let me see if I have it or not. Okay, here is the song of No Coaches, No Boxing, the podcast. Listen to this and then we can go. Wow. Yeah.
No coaches, no boxing, just Gabriel on the scene. Motivation, support, and inspiration, that's the routine.
Yeah.
If you're feeling lost, just listen to his every word. He's the true OG. Gabriel Martelli is the one you've heard.
True OG.
Gabriel's voice echoes for all to hear.
Yeah.
No punches pulled, no sugar-coated lies. In the ring of life, he's the ultimate prize. With passion and fire, he lights up the night. The real deal, the OG shining so bright. He's the beacon of hope in a world full of doubt. With Gabriel by your side, you'll never tap out. So tune in, turn up, let his words ignite. The one and only Gabriel Martelli, #1. No coaches, no boxing, just Gabriel on the rise.
Yeah, I love it.
Motivation, support, inspiration, reaching for the skies. For the real deal, the true OG, there's only one. Gabriel Martelli, the legend, the chosen one.
I loved it, I loved it, I love it.
No punches pulled, no sugar-coated lies. In the passion and fire, he
is
lights
a
up the
blessing.
night, the real
Stay
deal.
wise,
The OG
stay
shining
blessed,
so
and
bright.
I
He's a
see you
beacon of hope
into the
in a
next.
world full of doubt.
Boom!
With Gabriel by your side, you'll
Nailed
never
it.
tap out. So tune in, turn up, let his words ignite. The one and only Gabriel Martelli, #1. No coaches, no boxing, just Gabriel on the rise. Motivation, support.